Well, welcome back, everyone. You know, many of us like to say yes to everything, but we've invited Erin Wiley. She is the executive director and the owner of the Willow Center right here in Ohio. And she says it's okay to say no. So welcome, Erin.
Thank you so much, Chris. It's great to be here.
Good to have you.
Yeah, absolutely. We need to have what is called boundaries. And it's kind of a buzzword right now in the psychotherapy world. But basically, it means you making decisions to prioritize and protect your own time and space. When we fail to do that, what we end up doing is often making ourselves sick, whether it's physically or emotionally. So I think it behooves all of us to take a second, if you are a yes person, which I'm a recovering can't say no gal. It's good for all of us to just take a moment and go inside and really ask ourselves, what is it that continues to compel me to meet everyone else's needs before my own? I think it's a really interesting question to ask ourselves. And if we search a little deeper, I think most of us find that the reason we do it is simple. It's people pleasing. We want people to be happy around us. It makes us feel better if people are happy around us. But what we have to remember is it's not our job to constantly make everyone around us happy. If that's our priority, we lose sight of taking care of ourselves. And that really does lead to some really detrimental side effects for us.
That is very true, Erin. And you know what? I kind of think of it as this way, is when, I mean, first of all, great advice. And I think of it as what you just said is like when you're in an airplane and they say the oxygen mask comes down, you have to put on your own oxygen mask before you can help others. Is that kind of the same thing?
Absolutely. We're no good for anyone if we don't take care of ourselves. But what I really believe as a therapist is so many of us grew up in situations as children, typically, where when people around us are unhappy, parents, coaches, teachers, we kind of get this internalized message that it's on us to fix it. And so people do all sorts of things. Literally and figuratively, tap dance, tell jokes, people please, try to serve others in an attempt to find some inner peace through making sure everyone's okay. But it really is a lot of self-sacrifice that's unhealthy. I think what we all need is a plan on how you're going to take better care of yourself. Every day am practicing being healthier emotionally and mentally. And one of the things I've been doing is setting a timer for myself so I know how much time I have in the morning to get ready, so I don't feel rushed and like I'm running around. It's one of the things I do for myself to maintain some peace and calm. And I view that as a really practical self-care strategy for making sure that I'm not frazzled. It's a tiny way that I'm honoring my own peace so that I feel cared for by myself.
I like that. I like that idea of kind of like planning your own time to make sure that you are doing well. I think that is wonderful advice. Now, is there anything else that you might want to tell us, before we go?
Sure. If people are interested in mental health counseling and speaking with a therapist about this topic or any topic, you can give us a call at the Willow Center. If you aren't close to our Bowling Green location and that's not convenient for you to go there, we do have telehealth just like this where you can see someone on a screen, and our therapists are wonderful. They make a great connection with people, and I think a lot of people find that it's super beneficial just to have someone to hear them and listen while they process through what's going on in their life.
Awesome. Well, Erin, I really appreciate you coming on today. Again, you're the executive director and owner of the Willow Center here in Ohio. So thank you once again for coming on today. Great advice as always.
Thanks, Chris. Thanks for having me.
My pleasure. Well, don't go away because we have more when we return.